stable it was.
Well, on to the day's other news now, and retail experts say our high streets are in crisis, with shops shutting at a phenomenal rate. In Cannock, the number of empty units has more than doubled in the last 3 years.
The council says it recognises the need for regeneration and it's investing £300,000 on the town centres across Cannock Chase. Laura McMullen reports.
It's a pleasure knowing you, sweetheart. All the best. Thank you for your custom.
Steve Singh has owned this newsagents in Cannock for several years, but yesterday he shut up shop for good.
It's not viable. Started several years ago. I was paying just over £200 a week. It's now gone up to £428 a week.
And it's a familiar picture on the high street. Here in Cannock town centre, the number of empty units has more than doubled in the last 3 years. In 2009, there were 18 empty units. Now that's increased to 42. The majority of units are owned by private landlords, but shoppers say the council still needs to do something to bring custom back into the town.
It's going to end up like a ghost town. There's not much here anymore.
It just seems so derelict and closed up. There's enough unemployment as it is, so as much as the council can do to bring, shops open, as well as bringing more shoppers down to Cannock, it'd also create more jobs, so it'd be better for everybody, really.
Cannock Chase Council has allocated £300,000 of its budget this year to improving town centres in Cannock, Rugeley and Hensford. A £60 million supermarket and retail development is already underway in Hensford.
Hello, is this your store?
But following a government review by retail expert Mary Portas to revive empty high streets, the council has also secured £100,000 and will use it to award discount business rates.
We're currently in discussion about the content of those schemes, the level of discount and so on, but any businesses who are thinking of setting up in Cannock Chase, if they want to come and talk to us about occupying retail units in Cannock, we'll talk to them about business rates discount to get their businesses going.
And there are businesses succeeding in Cannock.
Queues are out the door at one point, so we've doubled floor space, we've doubled the amount of cashiers that we have. It's very hard trading conditions at the moment. If you're not selling the right type of product as well, people won't buy it.
The British Independent Retailers Association says the number of independent businesses rose by 2%. A sign of the times maybe that shoppers prefer to support individual stores. Laura McMullen, BBC Midlands Today, Cannock.
Well, earlier I spoke to the Conservative MP for Cannock Chase, Aidan Burley, in our Westminster studio to gauge his thoughts on the crisis in our high streets.
Well, it's clearly very depressing, and actually I've been calling for the regeneration of Cannock Town Centre since I was a parliamentary candidate back in 2008, so I'm delighted that finally something is going to be done about it. It's an issue that I've been campaigning on for a long time, and as you say, just looking at the number of empty shops shows you that something needs to be done. Yeah, in fact the council's investing £300,000 to try to get things moving. I mean, do you think that is enough? I mean, I welcome the fact that finally the council is putting this as a priority, but the only test of the success of any of their schemes, or whether they bring more people into Cannock Town Centre and the other town centres in the constituency, and I have to say I was a bit disappointed to see that in their proposed schemes there wasn't anything about reducing parking charges. The one thing that people have said to me repeatedly is they would come into the town centres more if there was free parking or reduced parking, so I'm surprised that there is no scheme to reduce the parking costs. Do you think your government as a whole is doing enough about this issue? Well, Cannock has just been given £100,000 from the Mary Portas Fund, so that is something that our government has given direct to Cannock, and that money has to be used to reduce the business rates for new shops in the area. So I do think the government is doing as much as it can to help regenerate our town centres, but as I say, the success of any schemes, including those announced by the District Council, will be whether they bring in more people into our town centres, and I look forward to seeing whether that's the case or not in a few years' time. What would you say to the actual people of Cannock, the business people, indeed people who might be tempted to give it a go with a shop? I would say go and have a go. I mean, this is the time to do it. We've seen that there are schemes available with reduced business rates. Now is an excellent time to start your own business. We really need people to come in, be entrepreneurs and get our town centres going. As I say, something I've been calling for 4 years now. And really now is the time to do it with all of the extra funding that both the government and the council are putting in.
Aidan Burley, thank you.